Hi there, Dan from onlinebasscourses.com. I'm just going to show you a really famous bass riff by Fleetwood Mac called The Chain. Now, this used to be the theme tune to the Formula One here in the UK, and it took me years to realise that actually it's just a weird random bit at the end of the song. If you listen to the original, it's like a song and then this random bit here. But it's a really cool, famous bass line, relatively easy to play, so I'll just quickly have a go now. So one thing I really recommend that you do is to learn your scales on the bass. There is a scale called the A natural minor scale, and it just goes A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, open string A, and then second fret, third fret, open string D, then second fret, third fret, open string G, then second fret, like this. Good scale to know, but also it's really good for you as a bass player to know that these bass lines that you want to play are constructed from scales most of the time. That's all you're doing. And it's really good for your ear, it's good for your pattern recognition, and then you can realise that this riff looks very much like that, and you can start to create your own bass lines as well. And that's what's happening here. We're just going A, A, B, C, B, A. So that's open string, then second fret, third fret, second fret, open string. You can follow the tab here. I'm using my first finger for the notes on the second fret, second finger for notes on the third fret, and not really moving hand position there with my fretting hand. And then we got G, A, B. So one thing to note actually before moving on is that that last A, it has to be stopped. Number of ways of doing that. You could do that with your plucking hand, and what I was doing is the next note is a G, that's the third fret of the E string, and as my finger comes down to fret that note, I'll just deliberately with the underside of that touch the A string, therefore stopping it. And it's important that you do that, otherwise you get that horrible situation. That's just muting. It's a pretty boring, unglamorous bass technique, but one you really need to get. Make sure notes don't ring into each other unless that's what you want. So that G, A, B bit is, and then we've got open string E. Always have your foot tapping to know how many beats that you're supposed to be playing, and just repeats. Earlier on I mentioned that natural minor scale. Now this is the riff and that's all you should be playing, but just to practice and just to get used to the fact that that scale gives rise to this bass line, and also to move into how you might make fills and solos up even, just do this. Or something like that. I was just literally playing that A natural minor scale from before, just to prove to my ear that this fits. I'm just messing around and improvising. Since I know that it's A natural minor, that will all work. Now if you're playing this in a band situation, don't do that. Your job is just to play that riff and that's it. So I'll put a link down below where you can download that tab, and there's a few other bass lines there as well. And don't forget to subscribe for more lessons a bit like this, and if there's any requests you have of any kind of other cool riffs or anything like that, get in contact, let me know, and I'll do a video on it.